Have you ever thought to yourself, I've been working out consistently for so long. Surely taking a month off won't hurt? It's especially tempting during holidays or vacation season. I thought the same thing. After exercising regularly for over 20 years, I took just 1 month off last summer. When I returned to the gym, I was shocked by what had happened to my body. Weights that used to feel light were now challenging, and I found myself out of breath climbing stairs. That's when I became curious. What exactly happens inside our bodies after just 1 month without exercise? What I'm about to share with you today concerns something many people take lightly. How quickly and seriously exercise cessation affects our bodies. Particularly after the pandemic, with increased remote work, many people have stopped exercising. The health metrics tracked from these individuals were truly alarming. Researchers at McMaster University in Canada conducted an experiment with 120 healthy adults who exercised regularly. After stopping exercise for just 2 weeks, their blood sugar control ability decreased by an average of 23%. Some participants even reached pre-diabetic levels. But here's where it gets even more concerning. A follow-up study from the University of Copenhagen in Denmark was even more shocking. When healthy young adults had one leg immobilized for 2 weeks, that leg lost 485 grams of muscle mass. Muscle strength decreased by an average of 26%. What's remarkable is that recovering this lost muscle took 6 weeks. That's 6 weeks to recover from 2 weeks of inactivity. So what happens after a full month? I compiled multiple research studies to find the answer. Changes begin in the first week after stopping exercise. According to Harvard Medical School researchers, cardiovascular endurance starts declining within just 72 hours of exercise cessation. Interestingly, the more regularly you exercised before, the faster this decline occurs. It's like falling from a great height, a rapid drop. After 1 week, maximum oxygen uptake decreases by 5 to 10%. This means you'll feel breathless and tired more easily, even walking the same distance as before. By 2 weeks, the situation becomes more serious. Research from the University of Liverpool showed that people who stopped exercising for 2 weeks experienced significantly impaired vascular function. The endothelial cells lining blood vessels deteriorate, disrupting circulation. This can be the starting point for cardiovascular disease. Even more surprising, mitochondrial activity in muscles decreases by more than 30%. Mitochondria are your body's energy factories. When they malfunction, you feel much more tired doing the same activities. At 3 weeks, muscle changes become visible. Texas University researchers using MRI scans found an average 3.2% decrease in muscle mass after just 3 weeks. Lower body muscles showed the most dramatic decline, particularly the thigh muscles. Losing muscle isn't just about appearance. Muscle determines your basal metabolic rate. Less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. Essentially, you become prone to weight gain even eating the same amount. So what happens after a full month? A long-term tracking study from Stanford University Medical School revealed these changes in people who stopped exercising for 4 weeks. Cardiovascular endurance decreased by 15 to 20% on average. Someone who could run for 30 minutes now struggles with 20. Strength decreased by 12% and muscle mass dropped by about 5%. For those over 50, this decline accelerated even faster, with muscle loss reaching up to 7% in some cases. But the most serious problem lies elsewhere. It's the increase in insulin resistance. After 4 weeks without exercise, insulin sensitivity decreases by more than 30% on average. Reduced insulin sensitivity means blood sugar rises higher, even when eating the same amount of food. Australian researchers at Deakin University found that some people who maintained normal blood sugar levels reached pre-diabetic ranges within just 1 month. Their fasting blood sugar exceeded 100. Even more concerning is the change in inflammation markers. Exercise is a powerful tool for suppressing chronic inflammation. When you stop exercising, this anti-inflammatory effect disappears. According to UCLA Medical School analysis, people who stopped exercising for 4 weeks saw their C-reactive protein levels increase by 40% on average. This marker indicates cardiovascular disease risk and chronic disease susceptibility. Rising levels signal active inflammatory responses in the body. Here's something truly remarkable. Researchers at Maastricht University in the Netherlands discovered that stopping exercise even changes how your body stores fat. People who exercise regularly typically store consumed fat as subcutaneous fat, which is relatively less dangerous. However, when exercise stops, the same food now gets stored as visceral fat. Abdominal CT scans of study participants showed an average 7% increase in visceral fat after just 4 weeks. Visceral fat is dangerous fat that causes various metabolic diseases. The brain changes too. According to neuroscience researchers at the University of Maryland, blood flow to the brain begins decreasing within 2 weeks of stopping exercise. Blood flow particularly drops in the hippocampus, the memory center. After 4 weeks, cognitive function test scores drop by an average of 8%. Difficulty concentrating and remembering isn't just a feeling. It's actual evidence of declining brain function. Sleep quality deteriorates as well. Data from Johns Hopkins Sleep Research Institute shows that when regular exercisers stop, their average sleep time decreases by 30 minutes. More importantly, deep sleep stages decrease by more than 40%. Deep sleep is when our bodies recover and regenerate. Less deep sleep means waking up tired and feeling drowsy during the day. Immune function is also affected. An immunology research team at the University of North Carolina found that natural killer cell activity decreased by 25% in people who stopped exercising for 4 weeks. Natural killer cells eliminate cancer cells and virus-infected cells in our bodies. Reduced function makes you vulnerable to infections and slows recovery. Study participants who stopped exercising caught colds more than twice as often. Hormonal balance collapses. According to Boston University's endocrinology department, 4 weeks after stopping exercise, men's testosterone levels decrease by an average of 12%. And women's growth hormone secretion drops by 18%. Testosterone and growth hormone play key roles in muscle maintenance and fat breakdown. When these decline, muscles shrink faster and fat accumulates more easily. Meanwhile, the stress hormone cortisol increases by 20%. Elevated cortisol accelerates abdominal obesity, worsens sleep quality, and increases anxiety. Joint health rapidly deteriorates. Data from the Chicago Institute of Rehabilitation Medicine shows that when people who maintain their joints through exercise reduce movement for a month, the supporting muscles around joints weaken. Knees are most affected. Weakened knee muscles increase impact on knees when descending stairs by more than 30%. Long-term, this increases arthritis risk. Mental health changes too. Research from Duke University's psychiatry department found that depression scores increased by an average of 35% within 4 weeks of stopping exercise. Exercise promotes the release of happiness hormones like serotonin and dopamine. When you stop exercising, these positive effects disappear, leading to low mood and reduced motivation. Some participants even showed anxiety symptoms. But here's the crucial question: how quickly can this deteriorated condition be reversed? Unfortunately, recovery takes much longer than loss. According to the University of Pittsburgh's Exercise Physiology Department, recovering fitness lost during 1 month of rest takes an average of 6 to 8 weeks. Muscle mass recovery takes even longer, often requiring 12 weeks or more. For those over 50, recovery is slower, taking nearly twice as long as younger people to regain the same muscle mass. More serious is metabolic function recovery. Returning reduced insulin sensitivity to normal takes more than 3 months. If blood sugar isn't properly managed during this period, prediabetes can progress to actual diabetes. Long-term tracking data from the Netherlands National Institute for Public Health shows that about 15% of people who stopped and restarted exercise never fully recovered to their previous levels. I restarted that way too. When I first went to the gym after my month off, it was truly difficult. But by gradually increasing each day, I returned to almost my previous level after 2 months. You watching this video can do it too. Don't think it's too late. From the moment you start, your body will begin recovering again. If this video helped you, please subscribe and like. Share your experiences in the comments too. Your stories give others great strength. In the next video, I'll discuss optimal exercise routines by age group. Have a healthy day.